Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently not having the video up. That would help. That would help, wouldn't it? We are also currently in a situation where we need additional cash. We also need things like heat sinks. We're going to tick forward for a little bit here as we get a couple of repairs done, mostly on the Battlemaster. Everything should be done after that 5 days, so we'll go ahead and do that. The hydroponic garden also just finished up. Okay, so let's hop in here and see what else we want to go for. Again, I'm mostly interested right now in just cheap upgrades. This one is not bad, 203k for a medical point in addition to the morale. Technically this one's better, so we'll do it. Fantastic. We'll get that one underway. Let's hop into the mech bay and make sure that we don't need to do any other things here. The Awesome and the Hector, they're not ready to be readied, shall we say. So we're just going to hop into the barracks here, do a little bit of mech warrior training, and then we will go ahead and deploy. Now, brother pilots, kind of all over the place. Mostly it looks like cavalry-ish mechs. We're going to give him a point of tactics for the sensor roll. Excellent.
Training complete.
What can I do for you?
A point of guts for cold fire will do.
Standing by.
And anything else needing to be done?
Orders.
Awaiting
That's
orders.
everything. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. We're looking for things with decent salvage and decent pay. Something like this ambush convoy mission wouldn't be the worst. Alternatively, this blackout mission. And I think we're going to go for the blackout mission. We're not going to completely max this out. We're going to go for like 521 and 678k. Nice. Okay, so let's get all of these good to go. We do have a maximum of 400 tons. We're exactly at 400 tons here. And we have only 6 mechs that we can bring in. So this looks perfect, actually. Except that we don't want to bring Muffin Top in the Battlemaster. Who do we have that can drive the Battlemaster? I mean, we could have Rain do it. He won't get affinities, but that's probably okay. Savarok, yeah, he could also do it. We're gonna have Rain do it for now, and that'll be fine. Yeah, that mech has unused tonnage, but it'll be fine. So what are we hoping to run into here? We are hoping to run into some clan or regular double heatsink kits, as well as double heat sinks. Ideally clan, but we'll see. We will see. We definitely want to get the Awesome into that Wolverine cavalry slot that we had with the snub-nosed PPCs, although we'll use like heavy PPCs on the Awesome. And then we can also get some pretty decent backup weapons for it, I would think. The Wolverine had the improved heavy laser, the medium improved heavy laser, and while that was effective, it was also prone to running very hot, and I would prefer to avoid that in future. But we'll just have to look at the hard points and figure that out once we have heat sinks to make it viable. So this is a blackout mission, which means that this could take a little while. We'll see how this ends up going. We need to establish a sit rep. Last week, radio comms with a strategic outpost was interrupted mid-data stream to one of the remote relays, and we've been unable to re-establish contact. Our other units are all tied up, so we need you to make contact and get a sit rep. Interrupted midstream. Not much does that, Commander. We better be ready for anything down there. Indeed we should. This is a 3-skull mission with reasonable pay, so we could run into almost anything. Let's see how it goes. The loading has finished now. It looks like we are coming in on the night side, so visibility won't be the best, although this doesn't look very night currently. This is a really awkward place to land. Okay. I sure hope we're not stuck here. So we need to make our way up to the target zone there. Looks like we can walk up this. Can we walk down this? Let's find out.
Receiving you.
The answer is no, but we might be able to walk down over this way. we can definitely walk down over here, I think. So we're going to make our way up over that way for now.
On the move.
And it looks like we're not stuck, so that's good.
I get you.
This is still an awkward location for us to land. But we'll just make our way on up over here. I believe that was the turrets being detected there. Yeah, that would be turrets. Excellent.
Acknowledged.
The turrets may or may not be on our side. We'll find out.
Move order received. On my way.
We'll just cruise our way on over to this road. And at this point, everyone is within LOS. So that'll be fine. Or everyone will be within LOS, for sure. Okay. We're going to head up over to here.
Got it.
I'm surprised that that's not actually in the forest there. A lance of mechs. Okay. We walked into a full assault. There are some turret defenses. They are on our side, I believe. And that's a Pegasus. That is a weapons carrier. That is a Black Knight. And that is a Centurion. Intriguing. We're going to position here.
Moving to position.
Our Centurion is going to move in over here. And now we're going to enter combat. Okay.
I hear ya.
The Wolverine is going to move in behind the Black Knight here. We're going to punch it. And fingers crossed that we hit it. But odds are really low. Let's see how this goes.
Gonna be good.
We did actually hit it. That's huge. That's a lot of AMS. Okay. So, unfortunately, we did stray shot the Orion, but that's reasonably okay. We're going to position up over here with our Centurion. The fact that we managed to melee this guy is a huge deal, but we didn't get enough in to get rid of that evasive, unfortunately. So we're just going to do something like this and hope that we don't stray shot. We did not. We're trying to work down his AMS at this time.
Receiving you.
The Battlemaster is, I think... Would this be a charge? This would be a charge. The Battlemaster is going to, I think, head over this direction and engage these vehicles. Hit odds are probably going to be real bad on these. 39.5 on the AC. Actually, that's not awful. We'll not fire the improved heavy laser for heat purposes, but otherwise, light them up. That's a structure exposure, and it was very close to being a kill. Very close to being a kill.
Ready for
Okay,
order.
at this point, the Centurion is also going to attack the Black Knight here. We're going to just hit him rear arc as hard as we can.
Roger that.
And we did hit that melee. That is definitely an unsteady now. Nice. He doesn't move until phase 13. The Centurion moves up, goes for the Battlemaster side arc. Hits everything there.
Losing armor left and right here.
Indeed.
How's it going?
The Salamander is going to position here, and we're going for the Black Knight. We're in minimum range of the Arrow 4, so we're just going to fire the large X Pulse.
Target lock on rear
And we
arm.
missed it on 75%. Oof.
Negative damage.
When does the Orion move? Now. Okay, that's good. The weapons carrier in the Pegasus we don't care so much about. We do get to react to the Black Knight with the Orion, though, and that's very good. That AMS doing nothing there. Can't hit one. Okay. So, let's see. Do we want to go for a side arc melee on the Black Knight? I don't know. Maybe. It's currently going to ace pilot the weapons carrier. Fair enough.
Good to go.
I'm just checking our location options here. We can't really get into rear arc of the Black Knight. I was hoping the Black Knight would be dead by now, since we got the 2 melee hits, but it'll have to be something along the lines of this. It'll be side arc, and it's not going to be ideal.
Got it.
I mean, that's another solid hit there. We did miss with one of those lasers. No armor penetration. The Black Knight moves now. It's going to go for the Battlemaster rear arc, I bet. Okay, it's going to go for the Centurion, actually.
Now that was a heavy hit.
That's acceptable. I was hoping that the Black Knight wouldn't get a chance to fire, but we'll see what the turrets decide to do here. The Pegasus moves up. We're not too scared of it. It also went for the Centurion.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Okay. Turret's turn. Absolutely no damage to the Centurion there. None at all. Went for the weapons carrier, got a little damage in there. That one was 100 damage to the Centurion, and that was a kill on the LRM carrier. We'll take that. Okay. So next up, this Centurion moves, and I think we're going to just position like back here-ish. And this will have to do.
Moving to position.
And then I'm going to Vigilance the Centurion. We'll fire on the Black Knight, although our hit odds are not all that great. It didn't fire its AMS there.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay. Well, the Wolverine is going to come into rear arc here, and that will expose it to fire from the Centurion. So we're going to try this again. See if we get better rolls with our weapons fire this time. We did not hit that melee. That was a structure exposure into an engine
Another
crit.
hit like that, and you're toast.
Centurion moves in immediately and goes for the rear arc on the Wolverine. We knew that would be happening.
Wow.
That wasn't
That
too
was
bad.
Commander.
That wasn't too bad. Stop contradicting me. Okay, so we're going to kick the Black Knight in the side arc here. And we can only fire the one ER large laser because of heat.
Heading out.
We're hoping to make it unsteady here. We missed the kick again. Okay.
Missed.
This Black Knight is kind of becoming the bane of our existence.
Waiting for orders.
The Battlemaster is going to move into here.
Location confirmed.
Do we fire the improved heavy laser? I don't think so. I don't think the hit odds merit it.
Locked on. Rear arc.
Okay, so we did a little bit of damage to our Orion, but that's fine.
Solid connection on that one.
We did get a reasonable connection on it.
Left in that location.
That's for sure.
Need something, Chief?
So our Centurion is going to, this is our Midran Centurion, is going to pop up here. We're still trying to take out this Black Knight before it moves again.
Firm.
Man. I mean, it's got that, like a stealth field generator of some type, and that is not helping. There's no doubt about that, but we're also just not generally getting the rolls that I'm hoping for here. So we're going to position here, and then, unfortunately, this guy's going to move, and I don't think there's a way to stop it. But we're going to fire on this Pegasus.
Acknowledge.
We did miss the second guided arrow for there,
Damn it.
and that probably would have killed the Pegasus. So the Pegasus moves now, and that Black Knight is still going, and it's really not in that bad of shape. Like, it really, really isn't. We'll see what it decides to do. It's going to move behind our J Centurion, and it's going to melee. It did miss. Okay. At least it's also getting the bad rolls.
This heat is frying my
It
internal.
probably should have hit that melee. Thumper firing on the Centurion there. Missile turret. Wait. Seriously? The missile turret actually got him to panic and eject. That's a full Black Knight. If we want to salvage it. A fairly undamaged one.
Standing by.
Fascinating. We're going to move in over to, say, here. It's not perfect range for the Pegasus, but it'll do. It's a structure exposure on the Pegasus.
Scored a critical hit.
Okay. And this guy doesn't move until phase 11, so that's absolutely fine. We're going to move over to here with our J Centurion. This would be an overheat if we fired the small heavy lasers, so we're going to avoid that. Honestly, I kind of want to conserve Midran ammo. So we'll just fire the SRM. Okay.
Commander?
Now the Wolverine is going to go for the kill on the Pegasus here. We're not going to fire the binary laser because of heat. But let's see here. This is its weak side here. Go for the kill. And that's a pilot ejection. Fantastic.
Enemy vehicle down.
Next up, the Centurion. The Battlemaster is going to... I would like to find a better LOS. This one will do. The Battlemaster will fire on this guy. We're not going to fire the improved heavy laser because of heat, but otherwise alpha. And that's an AC-10 ammo explosion. Nice. Okay, so now we need to make our way up over to this base. Sounds good. That Thumper artillery turret will probably continue to give us support up there.
Let's do this.
The Salamander needs to drop heat. There we go. And now we've exited combat.
Copy that.
So we'll make our way on up there. We need to link up with the main compound. And we will need our Salamander to catch up a little bit. But that should be our heat sunk there. Nice. And we're going to make our way up this direction.
Heading out.
Got it.
And just head up the road.
Confirmed.
Move order received.
There we go. These two are going to need to catch up a bit. Not that they're going to really be able to unless we wait for them, which we will do. We will definitely wait for them.
Affirmative.
So we'll probably just stop somewhere up here-ish. Yeah, here should be fine. We'll stop here,
Affirmative.
and we'll wait for our slower mechs to catch up,
Roger that.
which shouldn't take too long. So these guys are just going to chill for the moment. And up we go. Excellent. It'll be like 3 rounds.
Confirmed.
And the Salamander will move up to there, and then we'll brace everyone else. Perfect. This Centurion can position here. And then the Salamander makes its way up the road,
Move order received.
and everyone else braces. Once again, the Salamander makes its way up the road, everyone else braces. And this should be the last round of that. The Salamander makes its way up, and everyone braces. Okay. Let's head in.
Move order confirmed.
So the Orion will position there, the Wolverine there.
Moving to position.
The Battlemaster will just make our way in. This is apparently not going to trigger the next phase yet. That'll be next round. Okay. So the AC-5 Centurion will position there. That triggers the next round. Okay, we're in the front lines. Fantastic. This is a defend base mission at this point. That's a dual mortar turret. This is a heavy AC, heavy UAC. And where's the other turret at? I guess there is not one? Or maybe I'm just blind. That's very possible. We're going to position the Orion somewhere like here. This Wolverine is going to stay back for the moment.
Affirmative.
The Battlemaster will move over to here.
Moving out.
Salamander up. We're not in combat just yet. The Midran Centurion will move over to here. Okay, so what do we see down here? We see a Hunchback, we see a Hunter, we see a Chaparral, and we see a Shadowhawk. Not too bad.
Good to go.
Okay. We're going to reserve, I think. Yeah, they still have their 6 evasive pips. We're going to reserve. Shadowhawk moves up. Fires on that small reinforced building. That's slightly unfortunate, but now we have a target to shoot at.
Yes,
So at this point, our AH Centurion will position over here. We're definitely going to want to move others out in front of it, and we're going to want to vigilance here, just in case. And I just want to check these other hit odds. Yeah, it was pretty much always going to be the Shadowhawk.
Firing all weapons.
That was some solid damage there. I wasn't expecting that much. The Hunter moves up, does not fire. The Battlemaster is going to move in over here.
Copy that.
That rear arc? That's a rear arc on that Hunter. Interesting. I think we take this.
Got the angle. Taking the shot.
It's a lot of damage, but no armor penetration there, which means that nothing hit the same location twice. They're continuing to do building damage. We're not shocked by this. That's one building down. And they're grouped up nicely. Our Orion is going to position over here.
Affirmative.
And I think we're going to fire on the Shadowhawk and, well, actually, no, we can straight up take out that Hunter. Let's do it. There we go. Hunter is down.
One more.
Now all of them have moved, so that's great. Our in-close Centurion is going to move in close.
Double tap.
And we're going to fire on who here? 44.7, 70.2 on the Sharapal. Do it. Okay, got some damage in there.
Commander.
The Salamander is going to sprint forward to over here. We're still going to have to fire this in indirect mode, and that's okay. We're going to fire it on the Shadowhawk because that is centrally located.
Roger that.
That was really solid, actually.
Waiting for orders.
Incredibly solid. The Wolverine is going to close in over here. I would like to find a location where the Centurion isn't in the way.
Moving fast.
Unfortunately, there's no such luck. So we're just going to have to take good hit odds here. 86.2. Okay, Shadowhawk it is. Fingers crossed that we don't take out the Centurion with stray shot here.
Firing everything I've got.
That's a knockdown on the Shadowhawk. And I think we didn't stray shot. Turret's doing some work there. Nice. Unfortunately, the Thumper turret did not fire there, but the other turrets did a good enough job, in all honesty. The Ultra AC-5 is currently jammed, but we're going to go ahead and fire on that Shadowhawk.
Affirmative.
There we go.
Good to go.
The Wolverine is going to bypass the Centurion right now.
Double time.
And I think that we're probably going to shoot at the Hunchback. But we can't really get away with firing the two ER mediums.
Affirmative.
Okay. There we go. So that Hunchback took a good chunk of damage there. The Midran Centurion is going to hop down over here. We're going to fire on this Hunchback again. We may stray shot.
Roger that.
But the Hunchback is the threat here.
Yes, Commander.
The Battlemaster is going to position up over here. We only have unobstructed LOS on the Shadowhawk, and so we will take that. We're not going to fire the large heavy laser, obviously.
Firing on target.
There we go. Shadowhawk is down.
Tango down.
And next up is the Hunchback, who moves in phase 15. The Orion is going to close in over here. And we have a very, very solid firing arc on this Hunchie.
Roger that.
Is that a knockdown? That's a knockdown. Okay, so the Hunchback moves after the turrets now. That's great.
My heat sinks can't vent
The
fast enough.
Salamander
I'm taking
is
damage.
apparently only capable of staying put, which is awkward. But we're going to fire on this guy with guided indirect missiles, I think. Actually, no, we're going to use standard because these hit odds aren't really high enough to get away with guided.
Firing on target.
But this should still be a kill. And there we go.
Target eliminated.
Nice and easy. Now they can re-establish their data relay. Indeed they can. So that is fantastic. Let's go ahead and get that Black Knight, I think. Unless there's some really solid heat sinks in this. We'll see. I didn't see any, but that's really hard to pass up a full Black Knight. Really hard to pass that up. Artemis, there are a few double heat sinks and a double heat sink kit. But I think we're just going to do this. I can't not. I can't not. Okay, so we managed to get ourselves a hotshot flamer. Get rid of that. A fluid gun, 3 medium lasers. An Angel ECM, we'll keep that around. Internal combustion engines, regular heat sinks. I was hoping that we would get the double heat sinks through the roulette, but the odds were always a bit low. And we'll get that ready to go-ish. Emphasis on the ish, actually, because all we can do is ready it. Unless its double heatsink kit wasn't destroyed, which it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have taken all that much damage. But we'll see. We'll see if its double heatsink is if its double heatsink kit is good to go. It is, however, about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that after we see our repair costs. And next episode, we'll check in to that Black Knight. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.